Welcome, good morning to you. We are on the countdown for the conference on journalism, society, politics in the digital media era, which will start the very 1st of September in Limassol in Cyprus. And of course, I'm excited to be there and started preparing for that conference where I'll do a keynote speech. I think the topic is a very long name for a conference, but the topic of that conference is highly relevant at the contemporary era. We have to be aware that we are living in what I would like to call the era of the both. On the one hand, we've developed concepts like post-objectivity, post-truth. The post-political comes in, and there are many other posts in our conceptual frameworks these days. And they're interesting to think about. And I think that's one of the things that will happen at this conference. What I would argue is that, for instance, a notion like post-truth is used to capture our frustration for the highly conflictuous and ideological nature of political communication. I think that the notion of the post-political captures our fantasies and our difficulties in dealing with the fantasies of political strategies that aim at homogenization. So there are all sorts of things happening that maybe we could summarize best as a population or populations losing control over the levers of society. The empty seat of power, as Claude Lefort named it so long ago, is being filled again over and over by different societal elites, which still find ways of maintaining societal control. But we are living at the era of the both. So we see at the same time, in conjunction with these very non-participatory logics, we see a population that is using the communicative tools, but also the tools to enhance their power positions in ways that we've rarely seen before. And of course, the online, the digital world is part of that, but it's also part of a long history of participatory practices that are meant to empower people. So how to think of this contradiction, this tension, this paradox between, on the one hand, a population that is more and more speaking out, more and more gaining a voice to talk to each other and to talk to elites on the one hand, and elites that manage to maintain these levels of power, decreasing our levels of power as a population, subjecting us to all forms of surveillance and governing. And I think that paradox, that tension, is one of the main issues of our contemporary society. And I think that issue is something we will debate at length at our Limassol conference. And I'm looking forward to see you there.